Hey guys, welcome into another weekly portfolio update. Starting off with the crypto here. Pretty far down on the crypto positions. They're, for the past few months, they've just been heading down, and yeah, this week has been no exception. Just continuing to trend down. Ravencoin randomly up 7%. Interesting. But the rest are down. I did buy a little bit more Theta this week, but not much. I think it was about $50 more in Theta. And yeah, it's just kept going down from there. We'll move into stocks. So this is the single largest down week I've ever had. I'm down $5,126 this week, which is a pretty huge number. It's almost 10% of my portfolio down in one single week, which is pretty crazy. So cost basis of 40,000, so I still have $13,665 profit. So I'm not in the red or anything, so I'm not stressing too much. If we sort by total percentage change, I can pretty much point out all the stocks that I'm interested in buying at the current prices. Coinbase is at a reasonable price, but it would have to drop a bit further before I wanted to buy it. Same with Palantir. If it drops below 20 or 2050, if it gets close to 20, I might start putting a bit more money into Palantir. Corsair Gaming is currently under 30, and I didn't have any money in my account to buy it, so I haven't yet. But if it opens on Monday next week, if it opens under 30, I will most likely be buying some more Corsair Gaming. Not very much, because cash flow problems at the moment, but yeah, should be getting a decent amount of money out of my mortgage next in a few weeks or so. I don't actually want to put that in the stock market because it is going to be a large amount of money, and the stock market can be risky, but it's always good to have cash on hand for if there's any crashes or corrections in the market to take advantage of, or if there's any like properties that I find that I want to buy, or if there's a crypto crash again or something. It's always good to have cash on hand to take advantage of opportunities. Planet 13 has actually moved down a significant amount this week. I don't think it hasn't been negative for me in a long time. GHVI has moved down a lot as well. A lot of the small cap stocks are moving down at the moment. Tattooed Chef included, down below 20, which is, at 20, but it has been below 20. But yeah, that's a pretty good price for Tattooed Chef, I reckon. I could look to add to my Tattooed Chef position, but to be honest, I'd probably want to add more to Palantir or Corsair Gaming first. Probably Corsair Gaming first, Palantir second if it drops a bit more, Coinbase third, or Tattooed Chef third, something like that, depending on what they do, whether they go up or down and whatnot. Yep. My top performing positions: Stitch Fix, which used to be up 250%. CCIV used to be up 250% as well. Dropbox has done incredibly well, actually. It used to be, or it was kind of just not doing much for a while, but then it started slowly trending upwards, and despite all that's been going on in the market, it's just kept slowly trending upwards, and now I'm up 50%. So pretty happy with that position. Shopify, had a similar thing. It was just trending upwards, and then kind of just ignored all the all the downward pressure in the market just kept traveling upwards, so I was pretty happy with that. SPCE has been decimated recently. It's gone down so much. It was at like 50 something. Can't remember. It was in the 50s anyway, and now it's down into $30. I was up 100%. So that would have put it at least 46. I'm pretty sure it went to 50. So I was up over 100%. But yeah, that was barely more than, well, less than a week ago. That was like Monday. It's moved down so much this week. SPCE has. It's pretty crazy considering they had good news. They actually, it might have been slightly more than a week that it moved down that much, but it's they've had good news. They flew to space. Technicalities, potentially not space, but they achieved their goal. They flew up, they flew down safely. You know, they achieved what they were trying to achieve. Richard Branson went to space. All good press, and somehow the stock just tanked. But yeah, I did mention that could happen because it had gone up like 250% over the previous 2 months before that. So they had priced in a lot of good news, and considering I believe it's a pre-revenue company, it's got quite a hefty valuation for a pre-revenue company. But yeah, I didn't really expect it to trend down that much that quick. But I mean, I had a limit sell in for it. It was, so the day that they sent the ship up, had a limit sell in for if it opened 6% up, then it would have sold, or any higher than that. And in pre-market it was up 10 or 11%. So I went to sleep thinking that it was just gonna sell a third of the position, which is only 10 shares. But I thought it was gonna sell overnight. I woke up and the stock actually opened like pretty flat, not up, and then tanked like 17% after that. Yeah, a little bit unfortunate, but not too bothered. Like it stopped me from selling it, and to be honest, I prefer not to sell stuff because then I look a bit more like a trader, and I don't want to be a trader. I want to be a long-term investor, especially when it comes to tax purposes. Here you can see, yeah, down on both these two positions. Where is it? Average price here. So that's my average cost price is there, and then the last traded price is here. Or you can see, why is this such a weird order? Oh, I could edit it. It's probably my fault that it's in that order. But yeah, cost basis, current market value. So down a little bit on both GHVI and Planet 13. Actually could be a good opportunity to add more to Planet 13, considering Vegas is doing really well at the moment. There's a lot of people going there, and Jeremy from Financial Education thinks it could be one of the biggest quarters for gaming coming up, with all the pent-up demand kind of finally releasing. And obviously Planet 13 is in Vegas, it's on the Strip, and it would benefit greatly from that. They've also built out the business a bit more since when I bought it, so it's technically more undervalued than when I bought it, because it's down from then, and the business has progressed. So I should be buying more, but yeah, we'll see if I've got enough money and where I kind of want to distribute it. It's a bit difficult because this account, I try to keep everything in Sharesies. The only things I have these stocks in Hatch because I couldn't buy them in Sharesies at the time, But now I've recently looked and found out that Tattooed Chef and Corsair Gaming and all these other ones, Dropbox, Workhorse, CCIV, they're all on Sharesies now. So I went ahead and bought a little bit of Tattooed Chef this week. Forgot to mention that. Just $130 US. It was all the money that I had in this account ready to be deployed. So yeah, I just bought some Tattooed Chef. And yeah, there's not really any reason for me having a Hatch account anymore. Most of the transactions I do are below the $600 threshold that like makes it more profitable or less fees to use Hatch. And yeah, I do just prefer using Sharesies, to be honest. It's just easier, and don't have to worry about the selling and rebuying things too quickly. Don't have to worry about doing like large transactions as opposed to a few smaller ones, stuff like that. Yeah, but then it gets annoying trying to buy Planet 13, because if I I transfer $1,000 into this account and then Planet 13 goes up, but Corsair Gaming goes down, or Tattooed Chef goes down to a real good buy price, and I'd want to buy, the better opportunity, but if I've got the money in this account, then I can't. So that's why I'm pretty happy that Corsair Gaming and Tattooed Chef are now on Sharesies, because I can just put the money into Sharesies, and then I've got every opportunity available, with the exception of these two. Can't get them on Sharesies. That doesn't mean that I'll sell these from Hatch for a couple of reasons. One, if I do ever decide to sell out of these positions and I decide to do it in one go, the fee will be smaller in Hatch. And also, the more I buy and sell, the more tax I have to pay, and the more I look like a trader, which I don't want to pay tax, and I don't want to look like a trader because that makes me pay tax. Yeah, probably the last thing I'll say is about valuations on large, medium, and small caps. Jeremy from Financial Education goes through it in his videos fairly often. He'll pull up charts of all the different, like, large cap, medium cap, small cap, and he'll pull up the valuations. So at the moment, large caps are quite overvalued, or at least they have a higher valuation than they usually do, where mid caps are trading just a bit above normal, and small caps are actually doing fairly well. The stock price performance is doing fairly badly. The small cap stocks are going down, like Planet 13, Tattooed Chef, Corsair Gaming, GHVI. They're all kind of under 15 billion market cap or so. I think Tattooed Chef or Corsair Gaming, they're around, one of them's around 10 billion. I can't quite remember, but they're all kind of heading down. Like all the smaller cap stocks, they currently have a lower valuation, like across the board average. So there's more opportunities in small cap stocks. I would avoid large cap stocks at the moment. But yeah, this is not financial advice. It's just my theory, what I'm doing. I'm avoiding large cap stocks at the moment and preferring to purchase small cap stocks and potentially mediums, but preferably smalls. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for this week. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to support the YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and have a great week. See ya.